We put an end to the virginity fraud.
Okay, the virginity fraud. Virginity, the word virginity, I've seen so many, this is just one of many, where they're trying, this woke narrative is trying desperately to turn virginity into it's a remnant, it's a vestige of the patriarchy. Virginity is just a word. It's just a relative, it's a moral relativism. It's just the patriarchy trying to tell you that you're valueless if you have a high body count. And of course, the real reason for that is because women's digital footprints today, their OnlyFans, their Instagram, everything that they do to sell their ass online, everything that they do, their sexual past, women don't want to be held accountable for that. And more, like back in the day, they didn't have to worry about that. If a chick was kind of loose, if she was kind of, if she was the village bicycle, the town bicycle, everybody gets to ride. At least she could sort of like keep that under wraps to some degree. Today, with open hypergamy since 2014, and by open hypergamy, I mean embracing the narrative of women's mating strategy to the point where we're putting it on, Super Bowl commercials. When we're doing that, when we make it a cultural narrative of open hypergamy to empower women, there is a necessity to normalize promiscuity in women. That's why. That's the fundamental difference between men's promiscuity and women's promiscuity. Women embrace it. We just saw that in right here, right?
I was like you too. I was like, I thought it was gross if a guy fucked everyone, but my boyfriend used to be a whore. So I'm like,
I don't know if you're going to go there.
Oh yeah. But he like literally was like a sex deviant. And I'm like, now I'm dating him and he's like the most obsessed, infatuated person like by me. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of crazy that I would have judged him off of this before that, because I would have just automatically assumed he's going to be a bad boyfriend or a bad person. But I guess like when you're single, it's like you're just having sex to have sex. Like there's really no attachment in it.
Yeah, I don't think people should be judged for their past.
That right there. I don't think people should be judged for their past. That's where we're at. That's what I'm talking about here. So when we're talking about like partner, we're using language, virginity. The reason why we want to like erase the term virginity from Webster's dictionary is because I don't think people should be judged for their sexual people. I don't think women should be judged for their sexual past. We just heard not only on Access Vegas, but also here that, well, clearly it makes a difference for guys, but it shouldn't make a difference for women. Guys, if you have a problem with a woman's sexual past, then that's a sign of masculine insecurity. You're just not secure enough in your masculinity. And you know what happens? That escalates and escalates and escalates to the point where it's like, well, if you have a problem with me going out on Tinder and fucking other guys while we're in a monogamous relationship and I'm cuckolding you, well, that's your problem because you're insecure in your masculinity. That's like, where do we draw the line? Where? She should be able to do whatever she wants to. Okay, fine. But not in the contract of me having a monogamous relationship with you. I have more respect. I am secure in my masculinity because I won't put up with that bullshit. It's all about like redefining the terms. It's all about, oh, he's my partner. Yeah, the reason why even tradcon women default to that is because they think that that's the accepted, normative language to describe their partner. It's this egalitarianism that has been developed really since the late 60s in a post-sexual revolution. It's this idea that we got to be in equal partnerships and not marriages anymore. No, either it's a marriage or it's not.